Today we're celebrating possibly the greatest leadoff hitter in baseball history. We're looking back at the 9 amazing facts you didn't know about the 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson rookie card. Happy hobby, I'm David Gonos. Hey, if you're a sports card collector and you're working with a limited budget, that's what we do here at this YouTube channel, at this podcast, the Happy Hobby Sports Card newsletter. That's what we do. At davidgonos.com, we try to help you improve your sports card collection without spending too much money. Unfortunately, the Topps Rickey Henderson cards kind of cost a little bit of money, but you can get some lesser grades at great prices. And I'm going to share 9 amazing facts why you'll want to get this card. It's a pretty awesome card, and it's a landmark card. It's a big time card, so to speak. Now, this 9 amazing facts series, we do this with several cards. We kind of go through and pick out specific cards where these are iconic cards that people really treasure, and we share some 9 amazing facts that you might not have known about this card. Now, we've done this series with several cards already. We've done it with this guy right here, Ken Griffey Jr., and his 9 amazing facts series. He's the one that kicked it off. We did it with Michael Jordan. We've done it over here with Jerry Rice. And now we're talking about the 9 amazing facts you might not have known about the 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson rookie card. Can you imagine pulling this card from a pack over 45 years ago? Would you have realized what a treasured piece of cardboard this would become? I don't know. Maybe not. Now, Rickey's prowess is legendary, both at the plate and on the base pads. He'd become a fantasy baseball player's dream because of his power and speed for the next couple decades. Now, Rickey died at 65 years old on December 20th, 2024, and really that reignited the already red-hot interest in his cards. So this article is meant to both honor the player and celebrate one of the greatest sports rookie cards of the past 50 years. So let's first talk about how great was Rickey. Now, Rickey would tell you how great he was if you asked him. He often liked to talk about himself in the third person. Rickey was great. He'd say stuff like that. But let's look at some of his standout stats. In 1982, Rickey set a Major League Baseball record 130 stolen bases. That's amazing. With 1,406 career stolen bases, he's the all-time king by a lot. Second place is Lou Brock, who has nearly 500 fewer stolen bases to his name. MLB did a great article on Rickey's great stats, pointing out that the active steals leader right now is Starling Marte, and he's about 1,000 stolen bases behind Rickey, which is pretty crazy. An 18-year-old Rickey Henderson stole 7 bases in one game for minor league Modesto in 1977. Rickey's 81 leadoff homers is also a major league record. Nobody touched home plate as much as Rickey Henderson. He scored 2,295 runs over his 25 MLB seasons, which topped Ty Cobb, who had previously had that record at 2,246. Henderson runs fast, but he also walks a lot. His 2,129 unintentional walks is an MLB record. When you think about it, why would anyone intentionally walk this guy? It's basically giving him a double right off the bat. So that makes sense. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into the meat of this video. 9 amazing facts you did not know about the 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson rookie card. I'm sure I'm going to mess that up a few times. Now, you might know some of these interesting Rickey Henderson rookie card facts, but my guess is you're going to learn quite a bit from this. So let's start off. Number 1, 1980 Topps Baseball is one tough grade. Not just Rickey's card, but that set in general. Most sports card collectors understand that a card grader is usually checking out the centering, the surface, the corners, the edges. Well, 1980 Topps Baseball apparently had problems with 3 of those 4 criteria, according to an article on SI, SportsIllustrated.com. Now, remember that Topps was the only manufacturer at this point. That was the only card manufacturer with MLB license because it was, the next year when Donruss and Fleer would join the party. So this is over a quarter century, 25 years. Topps was the only card manufacturer in town with an MLB license. So that could imply that quality control wasn't a big deal, because they were like, who else you going to collect? What else you got? We're it. We're the only party in town. So from centering issues to print dots, ink smudges, the eye appeal really wasn't their priority back then. Plus, the soft card stock, that 1980 issue, made it easier to get softer corners and chipped edges. Add to the fact that penny sleeves and top loaders weren't really a thing at that point. Collectors were just jamming cards into binders, or they're putting rubber bands around, team sets. So it's easy to see how a PSA 10 from 1980 would be tough to come by. Speaking of PSA 10s, out of the over 44,000 Rickey Henderson rookie cards that have been submitted to PSA, there's only been 26 that have come back with a gem mint grade of PSA 10. That's 0.058% of the cards that have gone in. That's 0.058% gem mint rate. That's absolutely insane, and that's tough to imagine for any card. That's less than 1% of the cards submitted have come back with a gem mint grade of PSA 10. One of the toughest graded cards in baseball card history. Now, if you check out SGC, things don't really get much better over there. Now, at SGC, they've had over 11,540 cards submitted, and only 8 have an SGC 10. Now, there are some SGC 9.5s as well, so the number of cards graded above 9 is higher because of that. But it's interesting to think. So SGC, they have 0.069% gem rate over there. What's interesting to think about these two is there's probably a lot of crossover. I'm guaranteeing it. So a lot of cards that were submitted to PSA to try to get a 10 came back 9s. Maybe they got cracked, sent over to SGC to see if that one would get higher than a 9. So a lot of those 9.5s and SGC 10s are most likely ones that have been resubmitted from the PSA submissions. So I thought that was interesting. So that's our number 2 fact, that just 26 Rickey rookie cards have been graded as PSA 10s. It's crazy. Number 3, Rickey's rookie card ranks as the best from the 80s. Now, from 1980 to 1989, including only base cards from Bowman, Donruss, Fleer, Score, Topps, and Upper Deck, the 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson rookie card is the most valuable card in a PSA 10 form. One PSA 10 copy sold in 2021 for over $180,000, according to Topps. And in January of 2025, another PSA 10 copy sold for over $150,000. So just over a month after his death in 2024, Sports Collectors Digest noted that sale was the 4th highest all time for this card. While Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie card from that 1989 Upper Deck set might be more iconic, it's actually the Rickey Henderson card that wins the MVC award, the most valuable card of the 1980s. Okay, number 4. Don't be bummed if you only have a PSA 9 card of the Rickey Henderson rookie card. This card is tough to grade on all accounts. Many times a card collector will turn their nose up at a PSA 9, but a Rickey Henderson rookie card with a PSA 9 grade, it still sells for about $2,000. That's pretty good. The most common grade for a PSA graded 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson rookie card is a PSA 8, with about 13,000 of those 40K sent in getting a PSA 8. But with SGC, the grading is actually a little tougher, as they have more SGC 7s than they do SGC 8s. Number 5, Donruss and Fleer just missed 1980. Since Donruss and Fleer couldn't get an MLB license to produce cards until just in 1981, they were unable to get in on that Rickey Henderson rookie card train. Now, Henderson's first Donruss card is a beauty from 1981. And then Fleer was like, well, we'll just double up. They ended up creating 2 Rickey Henderson cards. One that was his regular issue card. One was his record breaker card from when he stole the most bases in the American League. Now, what's interesting is those 2 cards look awful similar to each other. It's like the same photo shoot. Him kneeling down on one knee with a bat across his leg. It's the same photo shoot, just different photographers, it looks like. But it's still kind of interesting, right? But considering Henderson is the most collectible hitter from the 80s, much like Ken Griffey Jr. was in the 90s, getting 2 more Rickey rookie cards would have been a magnificent. Then again, our number 6 amazing fact. 2002 Donruss Originals Rickey Henderson, What If? So in 2002, Donruss created a Donruss Originals set, which featured active 2002 MLB players in Donruss designs from the years 82, 84, 86, and 88. Rickey's base card from that year shows him in the 82 Donruss design, which is a classic. It shows him in a Red Sox uniform. That makes it a really must-have card for Red Sox fans. You should get that card. It's a cool insert. More importantly, that 2002 Donruss Originals set had a What If insert series. That was available like 1 in 12 hobby packs and 1 in 24 retail packs. But this Rickey Henderson rated rookie card shows him in an imaginary 1980 Donruss set. And it is glorious. That's an awesome card to get. And note the back of his card here mentions that Henderson finished 7th in the AL with 33 stolen bases, despite playing in just 89 games that season after his call-up on June 24th, 1979. Every MLB player who had more steals in 1979 played over 105 games. And yet, number 7, there was no Topps All-Star Rookie Cup for Rickey. How's that possible? It's true that Topps inexplicably didn't print their famous All-Star Rookie Card logos on cards from 1975 through 1985. But the more egregious error is that Rickey Henderson wouldn't have had an All-Star Rookie Cup card logo on his card since he wasn't chosen on that 1979 Topps All-Star Rookie team. That's crazy. Can you imagine Jeff Leonard with Houston, or Billy Sample with Texas, or Scott Thompson with the Cubs landing the top 3 rookie outfielder spots in that 1979 team over Rickey Henderson? Even with Rickey tallying 33 steals and 49 runs in just over half a season? How'd they pick those guys? That's crazy. It's insane. Number 8. 1980 Topps Baseball marks the end of the vintage era. So since many collectors look at the junk wax era as the beginning of the early 80s with 1981 packs, those are still available at pretty reasonable prices. You can find 1981 packs anywhere. This 1980 Topps set is tied closer to the sets from the 60s than it is from the 80s. So if 1980 Topps Baseball is vintage, that means the Rickey Henderson rookie card ranks as the last great vintage card ever produced. Number 9, this amazing fact blows my mind a little bit, but it makes sense, is PSA purposely suppressing Rickey's PSA 10s down to PSA 9s. It's a possibility. YouTuber Vintage Card Creator did an awesome video 5 years ago. I'll link that in the description. He took PSA to task for their low gem mint grades on 40,000 Rickey Henderson rookie cards that were submitted to PSA. He points out a few things that makes a lot of sense. If a card is notorious for centering issues, which this one was, it's most often because it's on the corner of a full uncut sheet from Topps. So if it's on the corner up there, that makes sense that the centering might not be as great. Well, PSA claims centering on Henderson cards is one of the main reasons for the low PSA 10 population. But Henderson's card was in the 4th row and the 9th column over on his uncut sheets. Now, why does that matter? Well, the 4 cards closest to his, above, below, to the right, and to the left, they all have much higher PSA 10 counts. This YouTuber also looked at the other cards in the 4-9 position on other uncut sheets. They all got PSA 10s in a much higher clip of 3.1 to 1. In other words, 1 PSA 10 for every 3.1 PSA 9 cards. Henderson's ratio of PSA 10s to PSA 9s is a ridiculous 81 to 1. That's insane. That means 1 PSA 10 for every 81.1 PSA 9s that PSA gave to those cards. What the heck? How's that possible? So those are my 9 amazing facts of the 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson rookie card that I didn't think you knew. Now, if you knew some of them, let me know in the comments. I want to know which ones of these weren't really that amazing. Which ones did you already know? Which ones weren't that? I want to know which one was your favorite fact, amazing fact that you didn't know. There's some pretty good ones in here. I thought they were awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you enjoy this series, make sure you check out these videos right here because these are fun to produce. I want to keep doing them, and I've got more plans for more cards in the future. Let me know in the comments which is one you'd like to see me do, which card you'd like to see me break down with 9 amazing facts you didn't know. Let me know in the comments. Whatever you do, make sure you have a happy hobby.